Residual risk in adaptive AI, clear, actionable statements. Let's start simple. Residual risk is the risk that remains after you've applied controls, audits, and monitoring. In complex AI systems, zero risk is impossible. There's always something left. That's not failure. It's reality. In adaptive, learning systems, models keep evolving and so do their edges. The key is to state residual risk clearly so leaders can make informed trade-offs. Launch now, iterate, or hold. When you name the lingering risks, you enable prioritization, resource allocation, and accountability. Clarity beats optimism. If you can't articulate what remains, you can't manage it or defend the decision later. Adaptive AI doesn't stand still. Models update, feedback loops shift inputs, and performance drifts over time. Yesterday's safe behavior may be today's edge case. New data can introduce new failure modes. For example, a spike in slang triggers misclassification, or an unseen medical term confuses a triage assistant. This is why risk can't be a one-time document. It must be tracked, not frozen. Build processes to watch for drift, retraining side effects, and emergent patterns. Treat your model like a living system. Observe it, test it in production, and revise risk assessments as behavior changes. Turn abstract worry into concrete signals. First, define measurable harm scenarios, e.g., model recommends unsafe dosage, or chatbot reveals sensitive data. Next, name affected users and contexts, clinicians versus patients, internal versus public use, low versus high-stakes tasks. Finally, specify triggers and detection signals, policy violation keywords, anomaly scores, human override rates, or complaint volume per 1,000 sessions. If you can measure it, you can catch it early. Observability turns risk from a vague fear into actionable monitoring, guiding alerts, dashboards, and human review. Skip false precision. Express likelihood and impact as ranges. For example, 0.5-1.5% of cases misrouted, cost impact medium to high. Always show confidence level and data limits based on 20K recent sessions. Low coverage for Spanish queries. Use scenario-based examples, not misleading averages. In safety-critical prompts, severity spikes, even if overall error is low. Quantifying uncertainty helps teams decide, do we ship with guardrails, run a limited beta, or pause? Your goal is honest, decision-ready numbers, transparent about what you know, what you don't, and how you'll learn more. List current mitigations clearly. Prompt hardening, rate limits, toxicity filters, human in-the-loop reviews, and rollback tooling. Then say what they do not cover. Filter misses euphemisms. Reviewer capacity limited at night. Or no protection for image attachments. Finally, describe the residual exposure. After controls, we expect 0.2 to 0.4% policy-violating outputs for new slang. Potential reputational impact moderate. This dual view prevents overconfidence. Controls reduce risk. They rarely erase it. Naming the whole left behind keeps everyone honest and focuses the next iteration. Every risk statement should be anchored in time and scope. Tie it to a time window. Valid for the next 30 days pending retrain. Note data domains and model versions. Model version 3.4, English only, finance queries. Then declare assumptions that might break. Traffic mix stays under 20% from new markets. No policy change in PII handling. Prompt structure remains stable. When conditions change, risk changes. Binding your assessment to time, domain, and assumptions makes updates straightforward, and prevents stale sign-offs from silently governing today's decisions. Decide ahead of time what triggers action. Set thresholds for pause or rollback. Escalate if severe harm rate exceeds 0.1% for 15 minutes or 50 events. Define an owner and response times. On-call PM, SRE, and responsible AI lead with 15-minute acknowledgement and 2-hour mitigation. Document safe defaults and fallbacks. Degrade to retrieval-only answers. Require human approval for high-risk intents or temporarily block certain domains. Clear escalation paths prevent panic, shorten outages, and protect users when surprises hit, as they inevitably do in adaptive systems. Use a crisp template to keep everyone aligned. In scenario X, model Y may cause Z. Add expected frequency, impact, and confidence. Frequency 0.3 to 0.8%, impact high for regulated users, confidence medium due to limited weekend data. Then list controls and the remainder. Controls ASC reduce risk via filtering, throttling, and review. Residual is R. 0.1 to 0.2%, harmful outputs under slang conditions. This repeatable pattern speeds reviews, surfaces gaps, and makes residual risk visible at a glance. Consistency builds trust and accelerates safer releases.